Welcome to Myth or Reality. Today, we have a fascinating tale that will leave you questioning everything. Watch closely, as near the end, you'll be asked to pause the video. Yes, really, you'll need to decide if you think the following is just a myth written by us, or if you think it's reality. You decide. The bizarre dancing plague of 1518, what really happened in Strasbourg. The dancing plague of 1518 in Strasbourg is one of the weirdest historical events you'll ever come across. It all started when this woman named Frau Trophea just started dancing in the street one day and couldn't stop. Soon, more and more people joined in, and before long, there was a full-blown dancing epidemic on their hands. At its peak, there were over 400 people dancing non-stop in the streets of Strasbourg. The authorities tried everything to get the dancers to stop. They brought in musicians to play soothing music. They tried to exhaust the dancers by making them dance even harder. They even brought in doctors to treat the disease, but nothing worked. The dancing just wouldn't stop. Some people even danced themselves to death from sheer exhaustion. Historians still aren't totally sure what caused this bizarre outbreak, but theories range from mass psychosis to ergot poisoning. Whatever the reason, the dancing plague of 1518 is a crazy piece of history that just goes to show sometimes people just really feel the need to dance, no matter how strange it might seem. It's wild to think about how this whole thing spiraled out of control. Like imagine walking down the street and suddenly you see your neighbor busting moves for days on end. You'd probably think they'd lost it, right? But then more people join in, and suddenly it's not just your weird neighbor anymore, it's half the town. The craziest part is how long it lasted. We're not talking about a one-day dance party here. This went on for weeks. Can you imagine dancing non-stop for that long? Your feet would be killing you, and you'd probably be begging for a nap. What's even more bonkers is how the authorities tried to handle it. Bringing in musicians to play calming tunes? Yeah, because that's totally gonna work when people are already dancing their hearts out. And making them dance harder to tire them out? Talk about fighting fire with fire. It's kind of funny to picture these serious doctors showing up, scratching their heads and being like, yep, this is definitely a case of dance fever. I mean, what kind of prescription do you write for that? Honestly, the whole thing sounds like something out of a weird comedy movie, but nope, it actually happened. Just goes to show that history can be way stranger than fiction sometimes. Next time someone tells you to dance like no one's watching, maybe think twice. You never know when it might turn into a full-blown epidemic. So what do you think? Could this incredible story be true, or is it all just a fabrication? Do you believe it's a myth or reality? Now pause the video and take a minute to decide if you think this story is a myth or reality. Honestly, pause the video now and take a minute to decide. Then resume to see if you are right or wrong. Is it a myth or reality? And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The story of the dancing plague is actually true. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. Whether you guessed correctly or not, please like and subscribe, as the next story will be coming soon.